So, is the coronavirus from God or the devil? Isn't that obvious? It's obviously from the demonic realm. Hell. So, it's from the devil. The devil created the coronavirus. Because it says in the Word of God, the devil has been a murderer since the beginning. Satan is a murderer. Why would God give something to mankind that will end up killing hundreds of thousands of people? God is perfect. The coronavirus is not perfect, obviously. God would not give anything to mankind that will end up killing them. That's not justice. No. The devil is behind the coronavirus. Not God. Definitely not God. God is not a murderer. Satan is a murderer. God is the giver of life, not the taker of life. God is the giver of life. Satan is the taker of life. Satan kills people. God does not. The term God calls you home to heaven. Satan kills the person, but God takes the soul to heaven if that soul is saved. God does not kill that person and then take their soul to heaven. Satan kills the person, and God takes the soul to heaven. It's that easy. If you're a true saved Christian, then you're protected by God. Satan can't harm you. Satan, for the unrepentant, unsaved people out there, Satan can actually interfere with their lives, making them break up with somebody and then having them so sad that they end up committing suicide. That's from the devil, because Satan is a murderer. Satan, anybody who puts the thought of suicide into somebody's mind and actually makes that person commit suicide is murder. Because if it wasn't for you, that person wouldn't have died. So it's murder. It's that person's fault. In this case, it's the devil's fault for making people commit suicide. So it's murder. It's murder. For example, if you rob a bank, but you did not literally shoot anybody, you did not kill anybody, but your teammates killed people, you are still a murderer because you were involved with the murder. You are still a murderer because you were involved with the shooting. So there's that. Actually, in fact, in 1 John chapter 3, verse 15, I think, it actually states that if you have if you have hate in your heart, I have a video of this. If you have hatred in your heart, then you're a murderer. If you hate one another, then you are a murderer. Even if you'd never killed anybody, you're a murderer still. So you can be a murderer even if you've never killed anybody. It's that easy. So Satan is behind the coronavirus. He definitely is. He's the one who created the coronavirus to kill people. Because it brings glory to Satan to watch people die. For him to kill God's creations. Because he knows that it hurts God so badly. And Satan wants nothing more than to hurt God. Because Satan has an eternal, severe, intense hatred for God. And for all of God's creations. It is that simple, you guys. So no, obviously God is not behind the coronavirus. Because God does not kill people. God is not a murderer. God is just and holy and perfect. Why would God kill people if he commands his creations, thou shalt not kill? He would be going against his own commandments. Just because God is God does not mean that he can sin. He can't sin. He's perfect. He's holy. It's impossible for God to commit sin. Impossible. So, yeah, I mean, Satan is sin itself. Satan is the first sinner to ever be in existence of sinners. And then he convinced a third of the angels in heaven to sin against God as well. And then the war broke out in heaven, and then God cast Satan and the fallen angels to earth. It says somewhere in Genesis that they were cast from heaven to earth, not hell, because their time has not yet come for their judgment. The Bible is only for mankind, not for Satan. So, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Talk to you later.